then we climb, and we gonna keep bucking till we finally shine. Indeed, I keep them ducking, baby, time after time. I said it's getting hotter out that flame I came. They try to stop me, straight up block me through that pain. I've gained a newer way, pursue my rays. Look, I don't cry no more. I just load up my mind and let my grind go show. Cause I'm locked in every single day. I be locked in, focused all the way, man. I'm locked in from the time I wake. I be locked in. I don't need no break. Okay. Let's play. Okay. Let's play. Sorry, ain't no conforming. They'll know when I come for them. They don't know what I'm forming. They get low while I'm soaring. Ain't nothing about abnormal. No, he abnormal. Bad for you, ask for who doubts I shout. I'm mad for you. No debate, I flow grade 8. Luckily, they with me now. Sit back, watch a procreate. I spit raps that'll go through hate. Stay focused on your biz and don't you ever focus. Stay focused on your biz and don't you ever focus. I'm locked in every single day. I be locked in, focused all the way, man. I'm locked in from the time I wake. I be locked in. I don't need no break. Okay. Let's play. Okay.
What are you talking about? Welcome back to another episode of Sip the Tally Films, and we present to you the Ravens Roundup. First off is our guy made it yet? Not yet. Okay. So welcome back everybody. I appreciate y'all for coming in. Y'all know what we're gonna do today. We're gonna talk about this Baltimore Ravens disaster that was yesterday, losing to Jameis Winston, who hadn't started the game in about 2 years, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And he came out looking like Peyton Manning in his prime. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna appreciate you, Rave. We're gonna get into this little whatever it is, but before we get into it, I want to ask the guys on the panel, before their weekend was so destroyed by this game, how was your week, man? How was your week going into it? You know, anything happened that you guys want to share with everybody or share with us, or that you can share, because we, you know, don't want like somebody say you don't tell all your business, you don't put all your business out there. But how was your week?
It's good.
Yeah, that's what a lot of parents don't realize. When you have them teenage active kids, they gotta go. They gotta go here, there, and everywhere. And mine didn't get active till 11th and 12th grade. And with me coaching, a lot of stuff was at the school, so he just had to stay after school until whatever the second thing started. So you was already there anyway. You better bring your clothes, boy. So we didn't have to do too much running around. What about you, Hendo?
Chilling. It was good for me up until Sunday.
Yeah. And B, you said everything was all good all around. Hey, you got any good news to share? Gotcha. Raven dropped another 2. He says, where to begin, round table fire. And then he said, bark. So I appreciate it. Appreciate the 2 deuces. Yeah, he snapped yesterday.
Yeah.
He snapped. I had hit him with the censor button. Now, there is... No, I ain't cut him off. I just hit him with the... So there is no toast, but you will see me sipping to try to ease my pain from yesterday. But again, there is no toast. Just mute it. Oh, Brian muted. Let's see. They said they can't. They said they can't hear you. Okay, so let me fix that. Let me fix B. Let me fix B. Let's see. Volume's up. B's volume is up.
Oh, no touchdown.
Let's see. Which one are you, B? You 3, I think. Say something real quick, B.
They called it off.
Let's see. What about now? Y'all got B now?
Donation.
30 for 30 KI, baby.
Oh, I know what it is. I'm glad that came through. I know what it is. I know exactly what it is. Hold on. And put it in my ear. All right, try not B. Give me a 1-2 check. 1-2 check.
Test 1 2.
That should be it right there.
That's good.
That should be it. Let's see what they say. The fact that his tipping thing came through the speakers, that's probably what it was. At least I think that's what it was.
Oh, okay. Anything? Oh, they're saying still muted.
Still muted? I don't know. B, go out and go back in, please.
All right.
Oh no, now they're saying it here.
Oh shit.
Y'all need to type faster.
I gotta bring it back in.
Might not come back.
You
Right.
want B? No, B.
You gonna get lost coming back.
All right. Oh, surprises us
All right.
every time.
Now
they
say
said they heard
something.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
You left your face.
I mean, you ain't gotta tell me twice.
He was on that button quick. 5,000. But there we go. Appreciate y'all helping me out, man. Hey, when we do stuff like this, things happen, and I appreciate y'all understanding and working with us while we work with y'all. So without further ado, we didn't, filibustered enough for y'all, and when Chris get in here, we'll add him to him. Let's get started on our questions. And the guys didn't see these questions pre-snap this time. I'm shooting from the hip. Well, I ain't shooting from the hip from me, but to them, they're shooting from the hip because they hadn't seen them. So the first question to the panel and the chat. We're talking about brick feet. Well, cinder block feet, because he back to being cinder block feet now. Dan Faalele, huh?
Which one?
The
Offensive defense.
The cinder block feet. Daniel Faalele. Even though he's gotten better, is it time to end the Daniel Faalele experiment? Even though he's gotten better, is it time to end the Daniel Faalele experiment?
I mean, what you gonna end it with?
Cleveland.
I mean, like, he did something to make it up to Harbaugh. He got himself out the dog. Like, is it only a one-person doghouse, and Marcus is in there now, so Cleveland's free? Is that how it works?
Hey, I don't know. I just know when you get in that doghouse, you deep in. Like I saw somebody on Twitter right before we started said they was kibbles and bits deep in John's doghouse.
Yeah.
Facts.
I think. I mean, I still believe in Daniel, but yes, we should probably swap him out, because this is what we talk about all the time, right? Like, hey, it's cool to watch Lamar go out there and do his thing, and Derrick Henry's doing his thing, and when Rashad Bateman is catching passes, they look great, but they're going to run up against defenses and teams who they're not going to be able to just bowl over, and the O-line is still a concern, right? So you don't want to just kind of overlook it and then have that kind of game happen again in January against a team who isn't going to drop interceptions, isn't going to make mistakes, and is going to put more points on the board and beat you.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, if we were rebuilding somewhat, we're not really competing, then all right, these guys gotta go out there and just learn on the job. Because I'm kind of with B. Faalele, the story isn't finished. Isn't written on him yet completely. Like, he could develop into a good, solid guard, right? Like, there's been a lot of old linemen that started out bad and they've developed over time, but we don't have time for that right now. Like, we're trying to win. And Coach, I saw your video earlier. I mean, he is lost out there. I mean, there are times he's looking away from the defender. What are you looking at, bro? what are you looking at? You're looking downfield. You're looking at the fans. You're looking at something. You're not looking at the defender in front of you.
Maybe he's
Right, we
looking for his preferred target.
Yeah, which is nobody.
He said, I don't want to block Miles. Let's see who else around here.
He blocked Ricard on one of the plays, didn't he?
Well,
I like him more for that.
I didn't see that one, but I don't doubt it because there were a bunch of times. Well, I ain't gonna say a bunch of times. There were times where our linemen ran into each other.
He ran into them,
and knocked them off of other blocks.
Yeah.
So,
but like B said, who are we gonna put in there? Cleveland, yes. Can Cleveland play worse than that? I don't think so.
That's you did this damn Faalele experiment. Why not have the Ben Cleveland experiment?
Yeah, I agree.
You had the Voorhees experiment.
Mm-hmm.
It's at this point, we're 5-3.
Yep.
And have lost to two teams that had no business losing to.
Yep.
And then some of the games we won, we barely won them. And I can say we barely won them. We won them because we had amazing offensive showings.
Yep.
Try something up there, man. Because Lamar and Derrick Henry look like MVPs with a crappy offensive line in front of them.
Right.
So imagine if they had a good offensive line. I just put out a video about Saquon Barkley on the More Sip the Talent channel. And their offensive line looks, even without Kelsey.
Mm-hmm.
That is crazy. Like, those holes open up for Saquon. They just part.
Mm-hmm.
They just part at the right time. And he just hitting them downhill. And he running inside the tackles. He ain't running outside.
Right.
So imagine if Derrick Henry and Lamar had, like, good offensive line. And Linderbaum is we know what Linderbaum is, but when he faced a nose that got brute strength, he struggled too.
Yeah.
He struggled too. And then Ronnie versus elite guys like Myles Garrett, it's tit for tat. It's mostly gonna be tat on the defensive side, but because Ronnie ain't what he used to be. And then Myles is in his prime, but you can't expect Ronnie to block Myles all game.
No.
And then when he go against other people, he dominate them.
Right. Yeah, but this experiment is done. It should be done. Because for me, it's like, I understand no matter what your level is, no matter how good you play or well you play, there are going to be times you're going to get beat. Everybody gets beat. But there are times when Faalele looks like he's in a movie where somebody got roofied and they're just waking up like, well, and it's nobody around him. Like, he's standing there. Coach, I saw a play. He was standing there and there was nobody within 3 yards of him. And I'm like, yo, bro, what do you do? Hit somebody. But for me, I actually like this game, not the outcome. But these are the type of defenses that we're going to see during the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And these defenses are more of an indicator of how well our offensive line plays. Because the teams we played before, they had some decent defenses, but the defensive line wasn't as stout as Cleveland's is. And they exposed us. So I think, go to Ben Cleveland. If he can't play, put Faalele back in there. But at least give it a shot.
And what have you lost?
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Chris is here.
Okay, let's add Chris.
Potentially games, right, is what you lost. And that's look, I don't agree with that thought, but I think that's what a lot of coaches think. Like, hey, this has been working for the most part. If I go to Ben Cleveland, John doesn't like him. That so and so Ben Cleveland who's been in the dog, how he don't practice well, he come in out of shape and everything. I go to Ben Cleveland and we lose a game. What's that going to look like on me? But
that same can be said for the offensive line savior, Andrew Voorhees. They tried it. It didn't work.
They slid him out of there real quick.
Swiftness.
Quick and
I
quiet.
ain't gonna tell you what he slid out there like.
What's up, Chris?
What's up, Chris?
Hello.
Hey, Christopher, how are you? So, do you wanna hit this first question? We were just starting the first question. You want me to repeat it for you?
Yeah, let's do it.
Even though Daniel Faalele is improved, do you think it's time to end the experiment with Daniel Faalele?
I mean, I thought that in the preseason, but is it going to happen? No, because once John has his mind set to something, it's not going to change, unless there's an injury, and that's the only way it'll change. But me personally, I think Ben Cleveland should have been starting last year. So,
Right.
it's unfortunate, but I mean that's what we stuck with right now.
Yep. That's kind of the sentiment that pretty much all of us had. Let's go to the second question. And this is for the panel and the chat. With all the drop passes from yesterday, do you think we need another wide receiver? And if your answer is yes, who would you target?
Yes, because I said like Devontae Adams a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
I mean,
Call up LA. I know Cooper Kupp, they took him off the market because he looks good again and healthy. But man, do something. CeeDee Lamb, something.
We gotta be
Right?
reasonable now. We can't get CeeDee Lamb.
we know the only two guys that I
You don't
know
know until
of
you
right
ask.
now that are on the market are Deontay Johnson, and then it was Christian Kirk. Christian Kirk's out for the year now.
Right.
Deontay Johnson would help Baltimore. He's a great route runner. I know that people have this issue with him, like, oh, he's got terrible hands. He doesn't have terrible hands. Every receiver has drop issues at some point. But he's better than. I mean, I think he's better than Zay right now, but he's definitely better than every other receiver in Baltimore. Outside of him, I mean, there's a little noise with Jordan Addison. Maybe there's something there. I don't think they'll move him, but Baltimore kind of they waited a little too long.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say yes, and this has nothing to do with the game yesterday. I just felt like we needed a receiver to come in that can actually go up and get the ball. And it's kind of slim pickings now with everybody, especially with the Christian Kirk injury. But for me, one guy that's kind of being phased out where he's at right now, if he can stay healthy, Christian Watson with Green Bay, I think we're coming and fit nicely.
I didn't think about that name because he definitely, like he was brought in to be the number one, but Jaden Reed is clearly that number one right now.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Hey, Christian Watson is he's a pretty decent player, right? And he went from supposed to be their number one to like their third or fourth just because they have so many options.
And they all first or second and maybe even third year now because I think at the oldest one may be a third year receiver.
Yep. Romeo Dobbs, Wicks.
Mm-hmm.
Reed. They got like 3 tight ends. Like
Malik Heath. All them guys.
What about Garrett Wilson?
Jose, now I would say this since you brought up Garrett Wilson. I was thinking about the guy that they just paired with Garrett Wilson.
Devontae Adams?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know can he get traded twice? I'm not sure if he can get traded twice. In the season.
That's the question. I said that a while ago. Somebody asked that same, but I don't know the answer to that.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know either.
Jack, do y'all know the answer to that?
I don't think there's any rule against it. I know that there's a rule you can't trade a player then reacquire them. But he can be moved somewhere else because if you can't trade somebody twice, then I'm very upset with Deontay Johnson right now. I'm pretty sure he just can't go back to the Raiders.
right.
Oh, okay. Yes, coach. Yes, Adams' coach said that you can get traded more than once. Okay, somebody just said. I think Ravenville put that in there. Okay, appreciate you, Ravenville.
Well, there you go.
But go ahead, Jose. But Garrett Wilson, go ahead.
No, I mean Garrett Wilson. I mean, even before Adams got there, I don't think he was happy with Aaron Rodgers. I don't think they're really clicking like that, right? Obviously, with Adams there, he's going to get him and who's the other guy that they brought over there? Lazard. Like those are going to be the wide receivers that he favors. I think Garrett Wilson would be more than open to a trade, and it's one of those things they're not going to necessarily put out there. But as a GM in this league, you have to do your due diligence and ask everybody. Like, yes, no, I don't think we can get CeeDee Lamb, but you ask anyway. You don't know what their mindset is over there. They paid him a lot of money. They're not happy with where the team's at right now. They might be a little emotional. You never know, but you ask.
And with the Joe Douglas connection being that he used to work with the organization, you never know what he can get done with the Ravens.
Mm-hmm. True. All like you. Well, not that you say that. All you can say is no. All I can say is no.
No.
Yep.
All I can say is no. Chris, what you think?
I mean, if we going into fantasy land, give me Nico Collins.
I'll take that too.
I'll take him, bad hamstring and all.
All right.
I mean, we're gonna go into fantasy land. Call up 2-5 Miami and see if they still love Tyreek.
Exactly. You're right.
Ooh.
Right.
Hmm.
Or my bad.
We send them a first and a brain. A healthy brain.
I see Nitro put Cortland Sutton out there. What y'all think about Cortland Sutton? Because I know I got him on fantasy team, and 2 weeks ago he had no catches. So I benched him, and then last week the sun gun went off.
I think that has more to do with Bo Nix than anything. I take Cortland Sutton.
He's cool.
He's a talented guy, but like I don't know. I would aim higher initially.
Yeah, we get to see him firsthand this week, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
It's slim pickings, but he might be up there.
Yeah. So it's like that's what I was thinking when I wrote this question. Like, it ain't a lot out there unless we're willing to give up some capital, which we have, and we're going to talk about that capital on at the very last question of this show about all that capital that we hold on to.
You know, also call up Detroit and see if they're tired of Jameson Williams yet.
Yeah.
Let me ask y'all this question, and y'all probably gonna laugh at me. Why Tez can't go out there and run no routes and see what he can do?
Because Taylor can't go out there and run no routes.
No, I mean he can go drop balls like Nelly.
But can he catch the occasional pass like Nelly?
We don't know.
I think we do.
We don't know.
So my thinking would be they know he's not ready, and they don't want to put him out there and kill his confidence. Because you know once the player loses his confidence, no matter how good he is, he becomes a different person.
Mm-hmm.
And we saw that happen at the Senior Bowl too for him. Like he just any confidence that he had, it just got shot during the Senior Bowl practices.
True that. I was just throwing it out there. Not saying he the answer, just throwing it out there.
He should be playing at some point though. Like
At some point.
you gotta see.
You got to.
Something might as well.
All right. Question number 4. Did everybody answer 3? Did I miss anybody? Hendo? You get it? Okay. Make sure. All right, it's 4 on my list. No, the first question was how was your week? But this is number 4. Derrick Henry only got 11 carries yesterday, but the run was ineffective outside of his 39-yard run. Should we have continued to run it even though the run was ineffective?
Yes, answer is always yes.
Okay, I'm just going to ask you why.
Because you don't let the defense dictate what you do. You know, you have to establish your identity and what you want to do. And I think Monken got too cute where he's doing the Kolar, shove, attempting to do that, shove, brotherly shove, whatever the hell they're gonna call it in Baltimore.
Did you hear what's coming defend that today?
Who?
John.
No, I don't want to hear from him.
Basically, he said he don't want Lamar doing it.
Okay.
That's fine, but just call a different play. I mean, don't take the ball out of his hands. And he took the ball out of his hands 2 times.
Mm-hmm.
And the other both times is like, all right, it's going to be Kolar. And then this is the second time where they have an infraction trying to run that play because Derrick Henry kind of stumbled the first time they tried to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Then on the Wildcat, you take the ball out of Lamar's hand. And it's like your whole offense, the reason why they've been on this crazy offensive groove is because you're keeping the defense guessing. This is not 2019 where you're lining it up and just being able to just run smash mouth football. Because when you had that offensive line, you could run that type of offense where the defense knows what's going to happen and they can't do anything to stop it as far as the run game is concerned. You don't have that type of offensive line. That's why you need misdirection and you need to have the defense going sideways and trying to guess where the ball is. So when you line up that way and you don't have the personnel up front to do that, you're kind of doing the defense a service when you do that and take the ball out of Lamar's hands. It doesn't make sense. And I think Monken needs to just stick with the identity of this team. Stick with what got you to where you are at this point of the season when it comes to the offense and how it's been rolling.
I'm going to go with yes. Derrick Henry is a volume back. If you look at the Raiders game, the Dallas game, the Washington game, last week versus Tampa Bay, he's going to get stopped, but then he's going to break a 50, 60, 70-yard. He's going to tie that defense down, and he's going to bust one. You don't get away from the run. You would think that John Harbaugh would have learned this, regardless of who the back is, that the more we run it, the better we are as a team. And when we don't run it a certain amount, John Harbaugh's like, 0-33? if we don't have like 20, 30 something carries, like he should know this by now. And to let Todd Martin go out there and try to be cute about it, you take Lamar Jackson off the field. What do you think is going to happen? Teams are going to key in on Derrick Henry. You put Charlie Kolar or Mark Andrews behind center. Like, why are we being cute? We've proven the last 5 weeks what team we are, how we can just run it down anybody's throats. And Todd Malkin has been calling great games for the last 5 weeks. Now we get into quote unquote like a playoff type game, and you want to revert back to let's try to be cute. Let's outsmart these teams. Let's show that we can do things that we don't do. And it's just stupid.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they got cute. They just didn't respect them, right? I think they could have ran better. Like they were doing things out there that they wouldn't do against an opponent that they actually respected. And yes, you keep giving him the ball. And if the O-line is just not playing well, because I mean, you know they're not going to pass block well. I'd rather Derrick Henry get beat up than Lamar get beat up. Right? Or whatever running back is back there. But yeah, keep running the ball. It keeps us, I think it keeps the game a little bit closer. I mean, the game didn't get out of hand necessarily, but stick to your identity. You want to be a running team, run the ball. When you get a little behind, we show exactly what we are. We don't really have faith in the run game, even with Derrick Henry out there, because that's not really what we want to be. We just want to be cheap.
Yeah, and I agree with Chris. You want to keep the ball in Lamar Jackson's hands, obviously, and have Lamar and Derrick kind of determine your fate on those kind of plays. But if you are going to line up for quarterback sneaks, which I mean every team does at some point, and you do just have to kind of win up front, right? But if you're going to say we don't want Lamar doing it, presumably because you think he's too small or what? One, why do you run him so much? But also two, why isn't your backup a bigger, athletic quarterback who you think can, execute a quarterback sneak? Why did you draft? No, why not? Why'd you draft Devin Leary instead of Joe Milton? And to me, it's just, I know this may seem like a huge deal, but it's like you don't put any thought into the way you build the team.
Yeah.
All right. So all of you guys say yes, should have kept running.
Yeah.
I disagree. The reason I disagree, I don't know what the fuck wrong with my eye. The reason I disagree is because just looking at the way the defense, where the offensive line was getting ramrodded, and yes, if you keep running them, there's that opportunity to bust along. Yes, I agree with that part. But the way they was getting ramrodded, that was few and far between. And all we was going to do was waste downs, constantly running to that brick wall, because wherever Myles Garrett was, we couldn't block that. Za'Darius was setting the other edge, and I don't remember who that other defensive lineman was.
Oh yeah,
in the middle, he was wreaking havoc.
The rookie.
So, who was it?
It was the rookie. I can't remember his name. It was the rookie.
Whoever he was, like the offensive line was getting ramrodded over and over. Now, everybody else has ran outside on Cleveland, but for some reason we couldn't or didn't. If we had been running our traditional stretch stuff like we've been running from week 7 on down, I do say keep running it. But these runs that we were calling, nah, don't keep running them. If we were running the same stuff we've been running to have success, the outside zones and stuff like that, yeah. But the stuff we was running, like that toss lead crap, that you couldn't run inside on them. Keep like y'all say, do what you doing, do what you continue to do, right? Do what you was doing well. I ain't see no pistol outside zone or no under center outside zone unless I missed it. And I looked at all 11 Derrick Henry runs on the video this morning. I ain't see that.
Now, also, and I'm not sure if there was something wrong with him, but why was there only 3 touches for Justice Hill?
Right.
Now that I ain't got an answer for that one.
Like, we sat here the previous week and we all talked about what a great job Justice Hill has been doing, how well he's been playing, and then you go in there, and again, you get behind a little bit and you don't want to run anymore, and all of a sudden it's all on Lamar. There's no more Derrick Henry, there's no Justice Hill at all, and it's live and die with 8.
I agree. I agree. And I ain't my answer is not to say you guys' answer is wrong. I just have a different perspective because I feel like that they were getting. Ooh, I'm gonna say something handle business. Abused up front. They were getting abused up front, and my thing, and I know how it feels to call run plays, and your offensive line is getting ramrodded, and why, as a play caller, am I going to continue to call these plays and my offensive line can't block them? Now, yeah, every time you call a run play with one of the greatest backs ever, there is that potential, and that's where that 39-yarder come from. But if you take that 39-yarder out, 10 for 34, 3.4 yards a carry.
But he's shown a propensity to break them. My thing is they weren't pass blocking and the receivers weren't catching.
Yeah, well, what you got left?
You keep doing what got you there. You run the ball.
Okay.
But I mean, hindsight 2020.
Yeah, exactly. we say that now. Yeah, exactly. And this one of them things where, as men, we just agree to disagree. Ain't neither one of us wrong.
Right.
We just agree to disagree, and it ain't no big thing. That's how real water cooler stuff go. And it don't turn into no argument, no fight, no discontent. It is what it is.
I think we all
once we get off this stream, we're gonna argue about it though.
I think we all agree that the lack of running isn't why we lost the game, though, right?
Facts.
True. We gonna get to them people in a minute. Because I know they got a new name, right?
What?
They ain't the groceries no more.
What are they?
Jose, you was there. You don't remember?
I was there
when we gave them a new name yesterday.
I missed it.
The defense new name is the Kardashians.
Oh, I did. No, I remember that. Yes, I remember that.
Because they always giving it up. I think DDSQ did that one. I think DDSQ did that one. I think. But that's their new name on defense, the Kardashians, because they always giving it up.
One of them is for sure.
And I just knew Chris. I know Chris got something cooking over there. I can see the grin on his face. I know he got something cooking.
Man,
let's see.
That thing took it out of me yesterday.
Oh, a lot of us.
Chris was fuming yesterday on Twitter.
You know what's funny is my daughters, because during the game, like during the fourth quarter of the game, I let them get on my laptop and they was doing their own little podcast that they do. But they just sit on my laptop and record themselves talking. And I heard I was watching it back on their little podcast, and it happened at the exact time that Kyle Hamilton dropped the interception. And all you hear is me, God damn it! So you hear me in the background. And then they just stop. They're like, they look like this. And they keep recording.
They went on back to doing what they was doing. Huh?
Right.
Yeah, they don't pay me no mind.
Speaking of the defense, great segue. What's up with the defensive line? And mainly them edge guys. What's going on with them guys, man? Why have they faded to oblivion?
He and you.
I don't know, you drafted a few busts, and the best one is in his early mid-30s.
He's 34.
You know what Kyle Van Noy is, man? He's that guy that shows up early to the party, he gets first dibs on the food, and then heads out. Right. That's Kyle Van Noy, man. Like, he shows up, he'll get his sack, and he's like, all right, fellas, I'm good. I'm done for the day.
I catch y'all on the flip side.
Yeah, he started off hot. Boy, he had 7 sacks in like the first 4 weeks.
Something like that. Yeah, he was
I think he had a sack yesterday too.
No, no.
I think he did.
And I'll find out. Go ahead and answer. I'll find out.
Yeah.
I mean,
the answer is Eric DaCosta did a terrible job of drafting edge rushers.
Yeah,
there you go.
Facts. Healthy scratch, David Ajabo. What's up with that? You know we had pass rush issues, and if he's healthy, why not have him on the field? Why not have him play and sit down Marcus Williams?
Please let's not talk about David Ajabo. Because his replacement is on TV right now and probably showing out. I ain't watching the game right now, but he probably showing out.
I do have an answer for you because apparently Jadeveon Clowney is available. If you'd like to send some draft compensation our way, we'll send them on home.
We'll send you a fifth and some sneakers.
I'll take it. Yeah, to be honest, you robbing yourself when you threw that fifth in there.
But no, he didn't have a sack. Tavius and Yannick split one, and then Kyle Hamilton had one.
Yep.
Okay.
What's up with these edge guys, Chris? What you think going on with them?
So, ever since after the Bills game, because I like Odafe Owe, but he didn't look right to me ever since that game. Like, I don't know if he's hurt, whatever. It doesn't matter. He just because I'm not a person who watches and it's like, all right, he didn't get a sack, he had a bad game. But I'm not seeing him win like that many reps. Like, sack or no sack, like, to me, something's off with him. Like, it's just not clicking. And to me, his play has gone down since the Bills game. Like, he started off well, and then it's just been like just straight down after that. Then Kyle Van Noy, I mean, he's like 2 years younger than me, so that's all that needs to be said about him. Yannick, he's giving them some good reps. I give credit to Yannick. Yannick is playing his ass off. Tavius is playing well too, so I give it up to Tavius for that. But the two guys that are starting, the ones that are supposed to be the impact guys, they're just not doing enough for me. And it's a trickle effect because when you see, obviously Travis Jones he's been hurt the last 2 weeks.
Yep.
Obvious. Started off like crazy, and now he's pretty much on one leg almost. Matabike. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. You said edge players. Next person.
No. We talk about them too. We can talk about them.
It's just like, I mean, you $100 million man. Like, there's no excuses.
When you get that price tag, you're gonna get doubles.
Right.
Especially since Travis been out.
When you make that type of money, you got to have that type of impact. Chris Jones, Aaron Donald, those guys. You got to have that kind of impact on the game, and we just haven't seen it from Matabike this year. And it's had a trickle down effect on everybody. Everybody's level of play has gone down.
And when you can't get home, it's tough on the DBs. Not an excuse, but we're going to get to them in just a second. But when you can't get home, it's tough on the DBs. I think I saw something where, like, Jameis had, like, almost 4 seconds time to throw. Can't nobody cover that long. Nobody but Dion. That's it. Only person. You like that, Brodney?
I did not like that. I hated that. and I'll tell you why, Coach. Because coverage wasn't y'all's problem, was it?
Catching was our problem.
Y'all got hit in the hands on multiple occasions.
Nah, both of them was our problem. Coverage and catching.
Well, coverage was Edwards' problem.
Because B. Steve was getting cooked.
That's his worst game in a long time.
I know. B. Steve had a whole Midwest Kansas City, Carolina. Who else good at barbecue? Texas barbecue. Barbecue charcuterie board.
That's a Korean barbecue.
Right, he was getting cooked, but they just faded, man. They started off like gangbusters and they faded. What happened was it's like you in a group project. When everybody start off gung-ho about what they're going to do, we had all these great ideas. And when it's time to get down to the work, it fade out. Fade out. And so, real quick, just like the wide receivers, we mentioned Clowney. Anybody else out there y'all think we should try to go get?
Max fucking Crosby.
Next. No, not saying you're wrong. Just real quick.
Madden.
He said not even after the trade deadline, Chris. You can't get him.
I don't give a shit. We're going to send him a first. We're going to send him to Ravens barber. It's going to be lit. That's it. Send them over. We're gonna send them some. We're gonna have some MAGA hats waiting in the locker room.
That's
I don't
both.
think Max is that
I don't
guy.
think Max next.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's the other way.
Max, the old Travis Kelce.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Right.
All right.
I think
Hey,
if there's any truth to that rumor that the Browns are entertaining the thought of trading Myles Garrett, they need to lean hard into that. Huh?
They're talking about Zadarius as well.
Yeah.
No,
I think it was
Myles
more so the Darius than Miles, but I don't think it's Miles.
Just we got this dude DJ Wanham, 8 sacks last year.
Right? We don't want him.
Right.
We don't want him.
Fresh.
Right.
Super fresh. Hasn't played it all this year. He's ready to go. 100%.
His real name is DJ. We don't want him.
We don't want him.
You don't want 8 sacks? That's all right. I mean, okay.
And we got 7 by old man.
Unless y'all wanted to get after the quarterback, that's okay.
He gonna disappear. Hey, now that's a name.
Who?
Vita Vale.
Yeah, he's not gonna help us with
We already paid Matabike. Who's he gonna play in front of? Travis?
Yep.
Tampa ain't gonna entertain that. They shouldn't.
They shouldn't, but you know. So I asked this question to be reasonable, but we went straight fantasy. So,
but, hey, yeah.
Give me Chris Jones then.
We talking about replacing everybody on defense. I mean, 3rd round pick on Travis Jones. 2nd round pick on David Ojabo. 1st round pick on Owe.
They don't want to hear that.
3rd round pick on Matabike. 1st round pick on Wiggins. Don't get me started about the picks and where they were drafted. 3rd round pick on Trent Simpson. 1st round pick on.
We're gonna talk about the picks, Hendo. We're gonna talk about the picks.
Listen, call up New York, since it's not going the way they thought it was going to go, and see if they want to move Kayvon or or dump Burns.
He's hurt though. Thibodeau's hurt though.
I'll take over Delary.
There you go.
We'll see. Like
all kinds of talent
in an edited way, like D Banks just said. I'm gonna edit it though, and it's still on the screen. We'll see if EDC. Well, EDC will show us how much he really gives over the next 8 days, and a lot of stuff been said in the chat, and I see some and some I don't, but that's real. We'll see what the direction this team wants to go over in the next 8 days. We'll definitely see that. Let's get to question 6. All right, communication issues and blown assignments. What's the biggest problem?
Wait,
Zach Cole? Huh?
What communication issues? They don't have communication issues.
When he said that, all I thought about was, don't piss on me and tell me it's raining.
Man.
But communication issues and blown assignments. What's the biggest problem? The players or Zach Orr?
Yes.
And how do we fix it?
I'm gonna go with Zach Orr mainly because these are pretty much the same players that are in that secondary as last year. We saw them be a cohesive unit last year. So they all just got shitty in 1 year? All of them?
Well, it's funny you say it like that, Chris, because last year Jose and I were talking about it like offline. And I'll say, is it that all of these players are good? Or is it that Mike McDonald is great? Like you hadn't seen, Brandon Stevens, he was okay before that, right? Yeah. And then he took a leap. You saw some other players take that leap, and then he's gone, and they're all kind of sliding back. So I mean, I think it's a combination of the coaching and the players. When you lose a lot of senior coaches, it's gonna hurt for a bit, but we're halfway through the season now, right? You should kind of be cleaning that up. So I feel like there's a lack of discipline and leadership within the player group on defense as well, which I thought that you had paid $100 million to the greatest leader of all time, but apparently not.
Kiwi said Geno is greater than Marcus and Eddie, but I will say this: Geno, Marcus, and Eddie at one point were all the last ranked PFF safeties at one point this year. At one point Geno was it, at one point Marcus was it, at one point Eddie was it. They all three were ranked the worst safety according to PFF in 2024 in NFL. So all three of them trash truck juice. Now Geno caught some picks, I will say that, last year. Something that them other two ain't doing. I'll give him that. And when he caught his picks, where was he going? Straight out of bounds.
To the sideline.
Straight out of bounds.
Wherever he was already facing.
Oh, and John said, Coach, did you see the Jack Settleman tweets about Orr? I did see the Jack Settleman tweets, but I try not to entertain him because he hangs with a certain person that I think is corny as you know what. So I don't, and I know he knows information, and he be trying to throw people off and sub and all this stuff. So I try not to pay Jack Settleman much attention because he knows stuff and he try to be funny with the because he be with Marlon all the time. That's the host of Marlon's podcast.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what Jack Settleman is. He the host of Marlon's podcast. I mean,
What did he say?
He was basically saying that Orr wasn't a problem.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think them the tweets John's talking about. I saw he basically saying Orr is the least of the problems. I think that's what he said. Orr is the least of the problem. Yeah, I think that's what he said.
It's very bold. All right.
There is a rumor out there.
John in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong. I think he said Orr is the least of the problem, but go ahead.
Wait,
Yeah, there is a rumor out there that there is some cohesion problems with the defensive players in the locker room, and that's kind of what led to Marcus Williams being sat down because he's speaking the truth about some things and they didn't like it.
Keep talking, Marcus. We're with you.
well, yeah, right. I mean, no, Harbaugh's the problem. I'm tired of every year we're blaming a different coordinator for his team. Like, what's your job? Right? Like, we give him credit when everything is going well, but what's he doing? Right? When things are going bad, it's the coordinator's fault. No, man, you're the coach. You put this team together. Right? Mike McDonald got a head coaching job. All right, cool. Anthony Weaver been there forever, waiting for his shot. And you said, nah, we're gonna go with the young guy in Zach Orr, which is fine, right? But he's not doing well. And now you decide you want to bring in Dean Pease. Why didn't you have a senior person on staff to begin with?
Right.
Great point.
No, this is all on John Harbaugh. Zach Orr needs time to grow as a coach. I think he's going to be a good coach, right? I think he'll be fine. But the problem is we're doing too much learning on the job from coaching to the players. So really, this is EDC's fault.
Yeah.
You're the GM. You're running things.
Facts.
Anybody else want to follow it up? Because that's a perfect segue into our last question and what we doing.
No, let's go wait.
All right, so let me give me a second to fix it. All right, let me share with you guys. I know you probably gonna bear to see it, so I'm gonna talk y'all through it though. Because we were talking about them old lies earlier. Where is it? Main screen. Where's my main screen? There it is. All right, y'all got that little bitty box back there?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna talk y'all through it because I know you can't see it. All right, so we had a sub submit this question. It said this was a question about one of the subs, and because we had so many mid-round picks to make a trade with, but we don't. Let's look at Eric DeCosta's picks, his 3rd through 5th round picks over the last 4 years, and see if they turned out to be worth anything. And this was submitted. He DM'd me and actually gave me this whole idea, and so I went and put it together. And now we're gonna go through it pick by pick, and this will be our last question. You guys in the chat can say what you think about the guys, and because any one of these picks could have turned out to be something else, or they could be actually doing good stuff for us. Some of them are now. Some of them are. But we're gonna go back to 2021 and come up to 2024, and we're looking at 3rd, 4th, and 5th round picks. And like I said, Jose talking about EDC was a perfect segue into this. And let's kind of get into it and see where we at.
You ain't slick, Coach.
Huh?
You ain't slick.
What?
You ain't slick because there's only one person left in 2019. You ain't slick.
No, he said.
I'm just messing
who was that one person? Oh, that's
Justice Hill.
Justice
Hill's the only one left off that draft.
No, EDC didn't draft Lamar.
See,
everybody makes a mistake.
That's right.
That's Ozzy.
That's Ozzy's last draft. That's right. You're right. So EDC's mid-round picks from 2021 to 2024. In round 3 in 2021, Ben Cleveland, Brandon Stevens. All right, so Ben Cleveland, super dog house. I don't even think he's the 6th lineman. I think Voorhees might be the 6th lineman. Ben Cleveland might be the 7th or 8th because Johnson might be in front of him.
Yep.
I know Ben Cleveland comes in the heavy package, but that don't necessarily mean if somebody got hurt, he'd go in. That's how down bad I think he is.
So, I mean, regardless, I mean, obviously we haven't seen a ton of Ben Cleveland on the field, but they've gotten nothing from that pick. So, that's
a bad pick. Yeah.
that's a bad
And
pick.
at the time, there was somebody better who was a better fit for the team too, and they didn't draft him. And that's Quinn Miners, who's we're gonna see him this week. He was like, to me, the obvious pick. Like, he should have been the pick that night. I said it leading up to the draft. I was saying it, and then they went with this type of shit.
Y'all not gonna talk about John Harbaugh. That was John Harbaugh pick. Y'all not gonna talk about John Harbaugh like that. He can evaluate talent.
Yeah.
Right.
Brandon
Stevens.
A good pick, I think.
Good pick. Yeah.
Okay. Especially in the third round. Good value pick.
Solid.
All right. Now, this is a sensitive subject. round 4, Tyler Wallace.
I mean,
No, let Chris have the floor.
Home run.
Home run pick for Tyler Wallace. We're going to leave it at that.
Home run.
For a 4th round pick, not bad.
Okay.
no, he's bad. That is a worthless pick.
You could let that slide.
For a 4th round pick,
He has
gives
9
us some value
catches in
on-
his career.
I mean, he gives us some value on special teams.
My
He
man
has a punt
9
return
catches.
touchdown. He won us a
Yeah.
game.
He has 9 catches.
Sure did.
That is a bad pick.
In the 4th round, I don't think so.
Yes. That is a bad pick in the 4th round.
What do we expect from 4th round picks?
More than 9
That's
catches.
what I was asking.
More than 9 catches.
It depends, Jose. Because when EDC makes the picks, great value.
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna come in here and be a star. Then when they fizzle out, it's just a 4th round pick.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
EDC came out and said, I coveted 4th round picks. This is where you build your team in the 4th and 5th rounds. He said that. So
He did.
to me, we can't skirt over the fact that this man wants 4th round picks, and then when you fail, say, next time, maybe.
Yeah.
All right. Look at the 5th round.
Who?
Sean Wade,
Who that?
Dalen Hayes, Ben Mason.
F, F, F.
I don't think
All
Sean
bad.
Wade lasted the preseason.
He did.
Dalen Hayes had potential but couldn't stay healthy.
Nope.
And you drafted Ben Mason when you had Pat Ricard.
And he gave Pat Ricard a new contract.
Right.
And then cut Ben Mason and then brought him back.
We're back. And then cut him and we're back again.
They cut him again.
Sure did. Ronaldo Buck
Why-
Jr.
so why do
Ronaldo
we need to
Buck
hold on to
Jr.
those
has
picks?
donated
Why
$5
do we
and
need
says
those
we
picks?
can't draft and develop
These are the
wideouts
picks
or
I'm
edge
talking
rushers.
about when we're like, oh, we got to acquire all these picks. Oh, he's going to go in the draft with 10 picks. Why?
Right.
So we can draft that?
Right. Let me see if we can get the super chat. Let me see if it'll act right again. Hold on 1 second. See if it'll act right when I click it.
Ronaldo Buck Jr. has donated $5 and says we can't draft and develop wideouts or edge rushers.
Y'all heard that? Chat.
Nope.
I heard
make
it.
sure.
Oh,
Just make sure the chat heard. As long as the chat heard it, it's good. It showed up on my desktop audio. Appreciate it, Ronaldo. He says we can't draft and develop wideouts or edge rushers. All right. Going to 2022. 2022. And DDSQ made a good point. He said 6 and 7 round is where you get your special teams. That's why the question is 3rd through 5th and not 6 and 7, because 6 and 7 is mainly your special teams. 2022. In round 3, we got Travis Jones. In the 3rd round, 1st round talent. I mean 3rd round.
That's great.
Hey, you gonna talk about my guy like that, coach? It's not.
That's a good
pick.
pick.
Today.
I think that's a good pick.
That was
Yeah, I think that ended up being a good pick. It didn't look like it didn't start off like it was gonna be what the people said it was gonna be, but I think it ended up being a good pick. Travis Jones is a good pick, especially when he's healthy. Round 4, long list right here. Hold on, let me get it. Daniel Faalele. No comments. Cool. Jalen
Yeah,
Norman
no
Davis.
comment. No comment. No.
AARP. Nah,
Charlie Kolar.
Solid.
Solid. Turned out to be solid this year.
yeah.
I like the role Kolar's in for a 4th round pick and a 3rd tight end. I like that.
he may turn out to be something
Mm-hmm.
if he gets more time.
Mm-hmm.
Shanks. I mean, Stout.
Jordan Stout.
Nope.
Whoa.
Jordan Stout had one good punt every 4 punts. but when he had that good punt, he boomed that thing.
And when he had a bad punt, it's at the wrong part of the game.
He scooped that one yesterday up off the ground and boomed that thing like 65 yards.
Yeah, when he has that good punt, it's like watching any other team punt.
I don't know if you saw last week on the Manicast when they had Bill Belichick, and he had a terrible punt, and then Belichick goes, "Yeah, he's not good."
Belichick is so funny.
I love it.
Without even trying to be funny.
Yeah, thanks.
Stupid funny. All right, Isaiah Likely.
Good pick.
Good.
Yeah, it was a very good
Very
pick.
good pick. Mhm.
And Pepe.
Who?
Demarion Williams.
Oh, Demarion.
Mhm.
Okay.
Pepe.
He don't deserve a nickname.
Yuck mouth.
Oh, Demarion. I'm sorry. I apologize. Isn't he a Seahawk now?
Yes. Listen,
Okay.
So, yeah.
listen. He changed his name to Handicap Sticker.
And in 2023, third round, Trent Simpson.
Yes.
He's a starter now, and I think he's gonna be all right.
I think it'll be all right.
I think it's a good pick.
TBD.
TBD, right? TBD. Tavius Robinson from 4th round.
Solid. pick.
It's a good pick. And then the best pick.
Big Red, where you at?
Where's Big Red at?
Where Big Red at? Let me
Big
see if
Red
he over
at?
here in his chat box.
What team he play for now?
The,
Saskatchewan Seahawks?
he's bagging groceries at Kroger's. 5th round, Caillou Blue Kelly. I'm looking for Reg. He was here earlier.
Red's gonna be quiet now. He
Oh yeah, he was here.
when you
He
take
was
that
here
name,
at
you take that name back, he
10:03.
gonna start
He was here
talking
3 minutes ago. He's still here.
again.
There you go. He said, "Hey, we not doing that." He said, "Hey, we not doing that." Caillou Blue Kelly should have blew that. We blew that pick. That's what happened. We blew that pick. And then this last draft, Adisa Isaac
Mr. IR.
We haven't seen him yet.
can't stay healthy. Baseball lifestyle. He put the handicap thing in the handicap emoji. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Baseball lifestyle. 3rd round, Adisa Isaac. 4th round, Tez Walker, TJ Tampa. We've seen neither one of those guys.
I was told TJ Tampa was the next star.
Who told you that? Name names.
I'm not. But people came into a couple of the streams and in the videos talking about, oh, we got one. Got another one. Marlowe's replacement.
I was told things about Tez Walker too.
I mean, that's fact.
That probably was me, Brian.
Well, but
No, it was Reg. It was Reg.
to be fair, you say you're going to open up the offense, and the offense has certainly opened up since he got here.
But not because of him.
Right, we'll never know. Right? We're not behind the scenes.
Right.
Right. He might be a great scout team receiver. You're right. You're right. And then 5th round, Rasheen Ali.
What is that?
We gonna name this draft the IR draft or the DNP draft of something. None of these guys.
The incompletes over here.
They're right. You got 4 guys that have seen 0 real snaps. Adisa Isaac, Devontae Walker, TJ Tampa, Rasheen Ali. Their name is more on the inactive or the IR or the hurt list than in any snap count.
It's a respect thing.
In any snap count.
But we need them picks, though.
Right. Pete Browning dropped 10. He said, I'm just getting my points up. Hey, guys, I'm just getting my points
salute.
up. Hey, yeah, you got 3 days to get the points up. And I think you got one more live stream. The live stream with me and Chris. You got one more live stream after this one.
And the thing is now, just replace any one of those names with Devontae Adams.
It's a respect thing.
I would love to. I would love to be. I promise you I would love to.
And tell me why it's not worth it. Why you'd rather have Tez Walker than Devontae Adams?
I would. You talking about like trade for him now? Is that what you mean?
Well, I mean, he went a couple of weeks ago for a 5th round pick that could turn into a 4th. So any of those players we named in the 4th or 5th round,
exactly.
Like,
that was the point of this exercise.
Yeah,
exactly.
because they're drafting the same quality of player for the most part. And that's not all you like. It's the 4th and 5th round. Like that's what you're going to get. But why do you cling to those picks?
That's what we don't know. We don't understand why.
I know.
Why?
So that when he actually hits on a player, EDC's a genius. He did it again.
Yeah.
It's all ego. It's all on ego.
So the percentage does not count.
Not to EDC fans.
So if 75 people rushing you, and you got 75 bullets, and you only hit 3, do you get credit because you hit 3 of them? What about the other 72?
A certain portion of the fan base will praise him for it.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Chris?
What?
You gonna say something?
Oh yeah. My bad. What I was gonna say is, if you covet those picks so much, you got to hit on those actual picks. And that's the thing. You can cover them all you want, but if you just drafting Jordan Stouts, it's because they don't mean anything. If you're gonna draft Matt Judons, all right, then we could talk.
Right.
But there's been way too many misses, way too much overthinking it. Like, you're drafting a punter in the 4th round. You're drafting what's his jackass's name?
Snap.
Deshaun Wade's. Like, it's like it's Ben Mason's, and it's like it's just a waste. Look, what's the quarterback? Devin Leary. Devin Leary, those are just waste of pick. And it's not like, all right, you go around the NFL and year after year you look at 6th-round picks. Yes, most of them don't make it. But if you make a pick and I'm like, that guy's definitely not going to make it. Like we knew Devin Leary wasn't going to make it.
Right. And Chris, honestly, the preseason showed us Devin Leary wasn't even the 3rd best quarterback on the team.
Right. So it's just like it's just weird to me, like just the way that they go about some of those later round draft picks, and I don't know, man. It just seems like there's no rhyme or reason to it at some points, and I know I've heard the stories like when they put out those videos where they're like, oh yeah, we like to have our coordinators or position coaches or our area scouts make these picks, and it's like, yeah, maybe take that away from them because T. Martin, what was he looking at?
Hey, right. Rave Kingdom dropped 2. He said, let me see if this works.
Ray Kingdom has donated $2 and says, I'll call myself out. TJ Tampa is Jimmy 2.0 watch.
I caught myself looking at time for you. You got to go?
Yeah.
Hey, let them know where you're going, because we almost done. That was the last question. We finna wrap this thing up. Let them know where you're going.
I'm about to go over to the Flex Zone podcast. We about to sit down and talk some Ravens, maybe some Commander, maybe some baseball. But Flex Zone podcast, 1020, going over there. Make sure y'all check it out.
And what's your stuff?
Huh? What?
What's your stuff?
The Road Pod. Check it out. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok.
Straight like that, huh?
All that good stuff.
Gotcha. Right, see you in a little bit. I'll be over there.
All right, later.
Peace out, though.
All right. Let me take this off. Main screen. Where main screen at? That is.
Yeah, because like you said, they and EDC has said it, like he's not better at drafting than anybody else, so he just wants more chances at it, right? He's looking to get lucky as opposed to target, because like we talked about Tylan Wallace, right? Now it was before Tylan Wallace, but in the 4th round of that draft, Amon-Ra St. Brown went. Now
hold on, B. D Banks said EDC treats draft picks like Diddy treats baby oil.
Oh, okay.
Who said that?
D Banks. Man, but I tell you, hey, chat. When I tell y'all funny, when we get in here and we have a good time, y'all with them jokes, that's what I live for. Cause y'all be on them jokes and that be fun and neat to me. I'm sorry, people cutting you off, but that deserved 5 seconds of coverage. You probably lost your train of thought now.
I was pretty much done. I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna have the picks, target specific players, right? Like, if you take a 4th, 5th, or 6th, and you move up and you get Amon-Ra St. Brown, that's better than having the 4 guys that you ended up drafting.
Mm-hmm.
But That's not the way they do things in Baltimore.
No, I mean, B said it a while back. They need to change the philosophy. Like how they view the game now is just not working. The players that they're looking to get, the type of football that they say they want to play, which I don't even believe in them when they say it, it's just not working out. Like I told you, I don't believe that they want to be a smash mouth, run first, and play hard defense type of team. I think they just want to be cheap. They want to win on a budget because you finally get a running back who, yes, he's playing great. He's on the decline. He's 30 years old. We didn't get him last year when we were trying to make a Super Bowl run. We're in the AFC Championship game. We had expectations going into the playoffs. We could have traded for him then. Didn't want to do it. Right? For what? To save a second round pick?
Hey, somebody said Amon-Ra wouldn't be developed here. He would be a gunner.
I believe it.
Probably.
I believe it.
Probably, and that speaks to the coaching staff. That speaks to what we have going on here.
Listen, Amon-Ra could play when he came in. He came in. He made a difference from almost day one, and that's what Baltimore needs because you don't develop players.
Right. You need a already proven guy. But hey, that's 1028's episode of Ravens Roundup. Jose and B, let the people know where they can find you before they get up out of here. Hey, tap that like button so we can get this next like goal and everybody can push that toward that 3,000 limit because the giveaway is Friday. The first is Friday, so the giveaway is Friday. You need 3,000 points to get on that giveaway wheel. So you can check your points by doing exclamation point points. You can check the top of the leaderboard by doing exclamation point top. But while you guys are hitting that like button, Jose and B, let them know where they can find you at.
Yes, sir. We are the Lunch Break Hot Take. We do a live show every Wednesday night at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time. And we follow it up with the Overtime Show, which you can find on our Patreon at patreon.com/LBHT Show. And you can find us everywhere on social media, just about, at LBHT Show. It's all the same thing.
Chris, the $1 million question. Are y'all recording this week? So let the people know where they can find Chris on Wednesday.
You can find me with the great Coach Evans on Chalk Talk. If you want to follow me online, follow me at Chris is Joking on MySpace.
Not MySpace. Hey, yeah, so me and Chris will be back Wednesday with Chalk Talk at 6:30, which will lead you into Jose and B's show at 7:15. And we try to be finished at 7:15. Sometimes we run over and because we get the yapping and we 7:15, 7:20 or whatever. But we try to, keep it in compact so you come to us and then you go straight to them and you ain't got to change your station or nothing. A lot of times if they have it up, I try to link my stream with theirs, and so like a lot of y'all just play your stuff on your phone, on your TV, and if you don't touch it, it automatically go there, and that's the setup we got for you. So hopefully that'll work, and that's why I always ask you, Jose, hey, you got your thing up? Because I'll link it with my stream.
I get lazy sometimes. A lot of times.
What it is. Life be lifing. Life be lifing.
Yeah. So
with that being said, man, hey, that's all we got for y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for coming out. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with us on a Monday. Monday during Monday Night Football. And that's what I appreciate you guys, man. Y'all come and mess with us while the game is on. Yeah. That's why I really appreciate y'all and what y'all do for the channel, man. So shout out to all the super chats that came through. Let me see if I can see them real quick and shout them out. This light gold thing is new. It popped up the other day. It's brand new. So I'm definitely gonna be putting it up there. Not the light gold, this super chat thing. So I'm gonna put it up there every time, and when we hit it, I'll have something to give away. Like I would have did a Q&A tomorrow if we would have hit the light goal. We didn't, but it's all cool. It's all good. So shout out to 86 Ghosts, Rave Kingdom twice, Ronaldo Buck, 86 Ghosts again, Ronaldo Buck again, P Brownie, and Rave Kingdom. I appreciate you guys. And again, I ain't gonna filibuster no more. We out. Peace and love.
Peace.